So, this is the plan for today, to get all of these beans. My mom used to call it blanching. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get these in a pot, get them on the stove, and kind of like boil them. They're already washed and cleaned, but I'm gonna heat them up till they turn a bright green, and then I'm gonna fill my jars up with the beans and then the water, and put the cannon salt, and then I will put them in my water bath canner and process them. And then I'll have some peppers that I need to do. And we've already frozen. I did whole green beans, and then I snapped green beans, because sometimes I incorporate the beans in my fur baby's food. So I'm gonna get these snapped and I will bring y'all back. Yay! Now, I didn't have too much waste. There was some though, like that, and then when I was washing them, it was some soft ones, so those got discarded in the trash. And now I'm ready to put my beans on the stove. Alright, that's my beans, and like I said, I'm gonna let them get bright green, and then I'll take them off the heat and I'll put them in my sterilized jars, and I'll bring y'all back. We'll see how many jars I get put in the water bath canner. So I ended up getting 6 quarts from those green beans, and I'll take it. We've had a lot of problems with our garden this year, more than I anticipated, but that's usually how it goes, and you just keep on keeping on. But that's why they were cooling, and after they cooled, all of them sealed up, and we are good to go. I know this video jumped right into everything, and I usually give a greeting when my videos start, so I'm going to give that now. And I just want to welcome all y'all back, and for anyone new stopping in, welcome. My name is Shannon, and I am thrilled to have you here. So the remainder of this video is going to be just cooking, and I am going to prepare a fresh salsa. And this salsa is just like that you get at the Mexican restaurant. I have searched for 5 years to find out how to make this salsa, and I finally found it out. But right now I am just making like steak fajitas with my twist on it. And all this is onion and fresh bell pepper from my garden. And I had put some seasoning like garlic and salt and pepper, I believe, and olive oil, and I had pre-cut it and set it in the refrigerator. But I'm gonna saute this up, then I'm gonna transfer it to a bowl. Then I will put in my steak strips that I have had marinating in, what is it, Dale's marinade. And I will end up draining it because it put off a lot of juice. But I had put olive oil in my pan also. So So all this is a lean cut of meat, and then I just cut it in strips. I had went to the grocery store and they had like some thin cut, I'm thinking it was sirloin, top sirloin steaks, and it was like 3 of them, and they were, you know, pretty thin. And I just sliced them up and put them in some marinade and let them marinate. Put my seasoning. I used the Kinder's fajita seasoning and garlic powder, of course, because that goes in everything I cook. So what I'm going to do here is your girl is going to taste the meat, and let me tell you, it was good. It was very good. And my husband really enjoyed them because I fixed him too, and he ate every bit of it. Now I am gonna, my pan has heated. I'm gonna put a tortilla, the chipotle sauce, and then the beef mixture with cheese, and I'm gonna let it heat on each side enough to get the tortilla barely crispy and melt the cheese pretty good. And they must have been really good because my son and my husband really enjoyed them. Now, for the moment I've been waiting for 5 years, I just gotta say, I come across this fella's channel. His name is Arnie Tux, and I will have him linked in my description in case anyone wants to go check him out. I have done several, well, this makes the second recipe that I have done, that I have seen off his channel. And this salsa is, he's got a cookbook coming out. And your girl is first in line to get me one of those. Because this salsa just, it is point on. It is dead on what you would get if you go to the Mexican restaurant. So I'm very excited to share this recipe, and of course his channel will be linked. And if y'all like Southwest style food, he does American, Mexican, Texas barbecue. I would suggest, highly recommend going checking him out. But we're just going to get these Roma tomatoes chopped up, and of course all of these come out of my garden, and I will be cutting some jalapeno peppers. Kind of like, I'll cut them in half and just throw them over in the blender, and then I'll take a half of an onion and kind of rough chop. Well, I wouldn't even call it rough chop, but it'll be kind of diced, and I'll throw it over. And I have a ginormous garlic clove, and I just like cut it into a couple pieces and throwed it over there. And then I added Kinder's The Blend. But when I make it again, and I will, I think I'm going to just make my own salt, pepper, and garlic, because I would rather have granulated garlic, and this had more chunkier. Oh yes, let's not forget the cilantro. I almost forgot it. And I almost forgot to put in the blend, but it did come across my mind there at the end. But then after we get this liquefied, we are then going to transfer into a container, and I'm going to have a pan on the stove, and I'm going to put some olive oil in it. And once that oil heats up, I am going to pour my mixture over into it, and it will be on a medium-high heat because you want it to kind of boil, and you'll want to stand there and stir to make sure that the oil is good and incorporated into the mixture. And then you will put the top on it and let it cook for 10 minutes. But if you're going to have it on a high heat, I suggest stirring ever so often because you don't want it to scorch on the bottom. But then you will see I pull it out, and I will put it in the refrigerator to cool a little bit because we just couldn't wait. But I will let it cool a little, and I made my own tortilla chips, and I use the white corn tortillas, and I really don't recommend that. If I was going to do it again, I would use the yellow. But here I'm fixing to put it over into the pan. And after I had let it chilled a little, I brought it back out and I put it in little bowls, and I had chopped up some cilantro and some onion and kind of like topped it off and then mixed it up. Oh my goodness, it was so good. It was so good. My husband doesn't like tomatoes, but he likes salsa. So, but it was very good. If you like those chips and salsa they serve at the restaurant, I very much highly recommend you try this. So I got this brand, and it wasn't all that. Well, I guess because they were white tortillas. But I'm just going to take a pizza cutter and I am going to cut them in little triangles. And we are going to roll with it. And once I fry them and pull them out, because I tried not to cook one of them that long so that it would still stay the same color, but it was still kind of like chewy. So anyways, when I pull them out and I put them on my rack, I have my paper towel underneath in a pan to catch up the excess grease. I will hit them with that Kinder's blend. And I mean, they looked like they were overcooked, but they tasted really good. They just were ugly, but they were good. Anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. I hope you found some kind of cooking inspiration or something, some type of enjoyment out of it. And I will be back Thursday with a undecorate and tidy as I go clean with me, because I would like to have my house back at least for a little over a month. I would like to have, just a clean slate and get my mind together for fall decorating season. It is close, and as usual, I am ready for it. I'm not sure will we be going and purchasing anything, because I already have so much, and I would just really like to use what I have instead of purchasing more. But we may go look, and I don't know. If I go look, I know I'm going to buy something, and if I buy something, it's going to be, something, a small item. But I would like to go look and see what they have out this year. And I know last year I was really new to video, and those videos weren't that great, and I would like to see if I could do a little better, kind of challenge myself on that. But anyway, I hope to see y'all Thursday for the undecorate with me and tidy as you go, and I hope you found some motivation or inspiration. And if you like Mexican restaurant style salsa, look in my description and go check this man out. He knows his stuff. And with that being said, I hope to see y'all soon. As always, stay blessed. Bye.